Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the abbreviated version. A little late, but never noon version here Central Time in the Republic of Texas of our weekly Nowsite user group meeting, the AI We Care team. And I'm here joined by my lovely co-host, Mary Beard, and I'm Steve Patterson. And we're the founders of this unique group that endeavors every week to actually coach, teach, and educate and train people on Nowsite so they can get better use out of the platform and make it work to grow their business and brand. Which, as we know today, digital marketing is so much part of everything that needs to be done today to get your message out there. And we've got a lot of great messages, the breaking news and stuff. And Mary is, as always, is on top of it all. And she's going to share a bunch of stuff with you today. And so, Mary, go ahead and hit it.
Hit it. Thank you, Steve. It is Friday. It is August the 4th, 2023. As we enter into this great new month of August and have so much more AI to share with you, I'm going to walk you through a couple of things, and then I've got an outline. So Steve's going to have to throw socks at me and say, I'm done. But I do have a lot of information I want to get across today. As I change my screens over here, I want to take you first to a Nowsite page. This is where you sign on to Nowsite. I've already logged in, so I'm already here. I want y'all all to know that this over here has changed drastically this week. If you were not on the phone call yesterday, you'll want to know what has happened here. You still have your home button, which still brings you to your Now What page. Your AI button is now no longer pink. It is here in the drop down, and you can slide over and pick things. Just as you do your contacts, you can open up your contacts, lists, and enhancements. I'll come back to that in just a second. Your marketing, websites, emails, SMS, and your marketing services that used to be over here are now found under marketing. So this is giving you back your tab. We had lost 25% of the top part of that page for everything in marketing. So now you can easily find it there. Your team content, chat, and manager are all still under the teams. Most people won't have this button. This is a grandfathered button. There's nothing behind that works anymore. Your support button and your affiliate wallet is down here, okay? So I'm gonna come back up here and I'm gonna go to my contacts, all right? This is gonna take you through, you know about the list, you know about everything else that comes up on that, but now you have something new on this page. So I'm going to pick on my latest one here. You are going to notice that there is now a toggle switch over here for social media. This is how you're going to be able to send them a direct message. Okay. You also have email, phone, which we've always had it, contact added, date here, where they came in, what lead I have them with. Okay. Your personality report is pulled. Your tactics are pulled. Now, I was in somebody else's account the other day and step 2 was not automatically done. So look into yours and make sure if you have this infinity circle over here, that means you can download and enhance as many as you want, okay? You can also change inactive to active status up here underneath their name. Now, as we all know, if they have an image on social media, Facebook or LinkedIn, it's going to appear here, not the initials. Okay. You still have your history list over here. That this one has no data because I did send them a message immediately. So I saw this yesterday and I'm sorry, I got rusty on this and now I've got stage fright. So yes, I do get it every once in a while. There is a place to put a phone number. there is a place to put a birthday. Now, it's not going to probably come in on this one yet, but that's another feature that's coming. I'm going to slip over here to marketing, and I'm going to go to websites, and I'm going to just pick on this one. We're going to go working with Mary. Probably has a bunch of old stuff on it. Looks like a brand new. Yep, old. But we're going to come down here, and they did not do it to this page. Okay, hang on. Let me find the page that they may have done that to. Give me just a second. There is a new box that shows if that page has a phone button in it. And I knew I should have saved it, but I didn't. I'm sorry. Try this one. Accept all cookies. Nope, that one just has that picture on it. All right. There is a box, and let me see if we can do last to first. The box is, you're going to check off that you want to be text messaged, and there is verbiage there. So if nobody's seen what I'm talking about, it was stated that it was on all websites now, and I found it on one, fixed it, and thought, oh, I'll just save this for tomorrow. So if you enter a phone number on any page, and I'm just going to go back over here to the builder, and I'm going to add a new one. I'm going to select this one, 0804. 0804. We're going to do a website. We're going to build. Give this 30 seconds. It is all part of compliance. I say this to you just so that you're aware of what this is. It's part of the Canadian compliance on getting text messages. So let me see if I can just edit this field real quick. And if you add phone,
Oh, it looks like there's some new writing down below it.
there
You
is.
just have to change it to white.
Yep. So give me a sec, because I can't change that color. I've got to change this color.
There you go.
Okay. This is the new message. Yes, I'd like to receive a text message, or no. By selecting yes, you have agreed to frequency. Now, the SMS terms takes them to a Nowsite corporate page. Okay. Some of you may say, I have the perfect website and that font just has no business on the page. Okay. I get that. You're not going to text these people if you're going to do that. Okay. Because this is a compliance thing. You can come over here, and instead of using the phone drop down, you can just use a large text box, add it, call it phone. Okay. And I did it in white, so it's not going to show up. Okay. But enter your phone here. Enter your phone here, that will disappear. So if I go over here and delete enter phone, that verbiage goes away. Okay. I found it by doing a couple of different other clients' landing page and was able to take it back to this because they don't text. Okay. But I will share this with you. We saw it on the page this morning. There is a call button listed so that you may be able to direct computer call these people very soon. So just understand there were some Easter eggs planted on the training today, which is the bootcamp Brand Me bootcamp. which can be found right here. So today was day 8. So you can either download the chat, download the presentation, and go through here, but they're going to show you different screens in here. Let me see if I can get that forwarded enough to. No, this was.
Right.
So you see these buttons over here? There's also one that says call them. It's the old fashioned ring-a-ding phone. Okay.
Mary, I
That
put
was
the
on
URL. I
today's.
put the URL for the page in the chat.
Okay. You did, or you want me to?
I did already.
Okay. So this is day 8. This was yesterday's. What you want to do is be on day 10, which is Monday. It starts at 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm sorry, 11 o'clock Central, noon Eastern. All right. So got that covered. Got a couple other things to share too. August 2023, page is up. Okay, you can still access it from our team page. The announcements, everything here, if you want to use the current customer flyer in order to recruit more people, you can save this picture and post it where you want to. Make sure you're posting with your affiliate link and they're not just going to now.site to sign up. Okay. Also, if you want to participate in the $19, you have until August the 10th to do so. Build your own brand, be part of the boot camp. If you haven't taken time to be part of the last 9 days of the boot camp, go ahead and go back to the landing page of brandme.now.site. Don't put boot camp in it. It's another affiliates page. But if you go to brandme.now.site, you can see this last 9 days. And today will be up probably this afternoon when it gets rendered. And Adrian Chenault is teaching on Monday to tie a really big bow on everything about branding. New customers promo is right here. This is locked in for 12 months. Okay, so if they sign in, they get Now AI plus 50% off the unlimited. So it is $49.50 a month for the next 12 months. If they would like to do it biannual, it's $4.92. The code word is AI. Okay. This has been on a lot of different people's minds today about where Amazon started in a one-room office with a folding table. There you go. So you are on the ground floor of what Now AI is about ready to do for all of us. Okay. And if you were not in Vegas last weekend and you have not watched any of the things that have happened with Nowsite, you need to. So if you're not already on the corporate Nowsite page on Facebook, you need to go and find it. It's corporate Nowsite is their root on there. Okay. I'm going to scroll back over here. It's not the builder I want, it's the team page. Hang on just a second. And as always, our team page is AI We Care Team.now.site. Why? Because we really do enjoy working with you and making sure your marketing is done. All right, I want to share, whoops, go up. On the directory page, if you would like to have this image put out there, it is on the nowai.now.site page. It's down at the very bottom of that page. You can download and insert a picture and then save that picture. So anybody who would like to be a Now AI founding member and you want to send me this, go ahead and send it to me. Okay, you can either share it with me in the system or you could just simply email it to me. Steve, were you going to say something?
Well, I was just going to say that Now AI is, I can't describe it. It's so revolutionary. It's unbelievable. I mean, I paid for the whole year. I was excited.
Mhm.
I hit the annual. I bought the whole annual thing because I mean, it is going to be such a game changer. I mean, where else can you literally get your own personal assistant for basically $174 a year?
And that's on multiple faces, because
Yeah,
if you do multiple things, that's the same AI, but it knows the different facets.
it's going to learn
Uh,
you. And the other thing too that I thought was really cool is that everything it learns about you and your business is private. It stays within that AI. It's not shared with ChatGPT. So this is literally your own little mini me. You're actually cloning yourself.
So as always, we put the page up here in the team so you can get to August 2023.now.site from here. You can also get to the link to do your photo right here in the team section. I also have the image over here for the promo. This does end on August the 10th. That's
Mhm.
next Thursday. So you have 6-7 days to go and do that.
Mary, is that
Okay.
when they're going to do the beta launch that day too, aren't they?
The beta launch also starts on the 10th. Okay. And with the presence of Eric Worre in Las Vegas last weekend, more big names are going to be attracted to Nowsite. I'm not going to say any more than that because we've been asked to not reveal who's the big speaker on the 10th. I think you will all be impressed. I know I will be, just knowing who it is, but I can't spill the beans on that one yet. So just know that Thursday, mark it on your calendar, 11 Central, noon Eastern. You want to be at the beta launch. Okay. They also, Nowsite did something that they haven't done for a couple of years. And trust me, Steve and I have been here 4 or 5 years already. There's not many times that they bring out our top nerd in the company. I'm not talking Justin. I'm talking the one that actually does the work inside the system. And that was a phenomenal call yesterday. So it is out on Facebook, again, at the corporate website page under Facebook. All right, I've got that covered. Team page. Okay. One thing I would like to share with you, and just show me a show of hands for the ones that are on live right now. How many are commission earning affiliates? Okay. Need you to go back in your commission section. And I was going to do a little bit more explaining on this, but I want you to go back into it today. Look and see who your number ones are and who your number twos are, just for starters. Make sure that what they have paid is what shows in your back office. Okay. If it doesn't, bring it to the attention of support@now.site. Okay. If you're missing somebody, okay, go back in there and make sure that everybody that you know of that you've signed up is showing in your back office. Okay. If they're not, bring it to support's attention.
What if we don't
Okay.
have a degree in forensic accounting?
You call me or Steve.
Yeah, we'll take care of it for you. I
Okay.
mean, this started a couple weeks ago. I had to go in, and Mary and I talked about this, and I told her, I said, I found some actives that weren't being billed, and I found some inactives who were being billed. Even though they were active, it was showing that they weren't active, which didn't count against my total. Even though I was getting paid commission, and I wasn't getting commissions off of that. So I just did a little audit myself. So it took about 2 days, but they got it fixed, and they actually paid me some back commissions, which is showing up as a bonus in my
Mhm.
commissions on the 15th this month.
And
But
so is mine.
yeah,
And
so
that's why I'm sharing this with you. Okay.
Thank you.
So if you're not sure, if you don't know who's in your line and you're thinking, oh, did I miss somebody? Steve has a record. I have a record, depending on which natural line you're in. if we need to look up somebody and trace it back, we can, the best we can. So I wanted you to know that there was a snag. I don't know what system they went to or merged to or something, but something has happened, and they
there
are
were some-
aware that it happened. But
There
they
were some weird, there were some weird
go
numbers
back.
in there. Like I have one of my clients was charged like for the month $17.64.
Mhm.
That happened. I mean, it's pretty much $49.50, $99. They're pretty much standard. So
Right. So there are some $19 accounts out there. There are some $29 accounts out there. But it's another way to circle around with the people that you have on your team to say, hey, I just want to ask you, how are you liking Nowsite? Have you seen the new things that Nowsite is doing right now? And I just want to make sure you're on the right plan. Tell me what you're paying. Okay. If they're at 19, they're not counted as a affiliate for you as a customer.
Yeah,
They
they're not
have to
at-
be at $49 or higher in order to count as a frontline customer, so that you can track your next step, which is how many frontline customers do I have for how much level 2 commission I get from 17% to 30%. And then your next step is how many $100 earners do I have front line to get me from levels 3 through infinity. So those are all the different steps that you need to be looking for. Take a quick audit. We can do a Zoom Monday or Tuesday, and I could roughly go through your back office and say, okay, you need to talk to this, this, and this, and find out what's going on in their account. So if you're here and your sponsor's here, just do a double check with them and say, hey, this is what I'm paying. This is what I have. Is there something else I need to know about? Well, if you don't already know about it, you're here. So there you have it. All right. Now I talked for 23 minutes. Does anybody have any questions about what I just breezed through real quick? So I can breathe.
Yeah, if you do get a chance, please do watch the rollout in Las Vegas. It's about 51 minutes long. Talking about Now AI. Justin goes over it in detail, as well as comments from several folks that are in the know and how it uses it. I will put the link. I've got it. I'll go get it in a second, put it in the chat for the Chief Technology Officers talk. So if you want to go watch that, I would highly recommend it, because he really delves down into how now AI will function and what it'll do and do those type of things.
Steve, would you put it on the August page, on the team
Okay.
page?
Yep, I'm going to go get it right now.
Okay, you're going to go get it right now. All right,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
Yes, Travis.
Yes, Steve, what was you saying on the assistant, $19 a month? I missed that.
Oh, it's the new Now AI is like having your own personal assistant for $19 a month.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let me go ahead and copy the link. Go ahead and put it in the chat.
It's now $24 a month, right, Steve? If that was only 19 for that one day.
That's
Is that
correct.
right?
That's correct. Yeah.
No,
no.
they've extended it.
They extended it. Cool.
Yes. I'm
did?
live right now on nowai.now.site.
Oh,
Get
it's
early access, $19.
Sweet, because I forgot to do it that day. So that's awesome. I'll be doing it today.
And this is your early access because you're answering 190 or 19. And right down here is where you can download the profile frame and
Sweet.
post this on social media. This is getting a lot of attraction.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mhm. So this page is nowai.now.site. You can also find it on our team page under August.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
And Catherine, you snuck in. I need to talk to you this afternoon.
Okay. Just call me after this. I don't have my next call's not till 4. So
Okay.
you're good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Steve.
I'm going to give you another one too. Which is the direct Vimeo link to it as well. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Okay.
Any other questions as he's attaching the link? Johnny, you got to have something this week. You haven't raised your hand once.
I got a question.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right, I'm looking at the bottom down there. It says $190 for a personal avatar. Is that an addition or included?
The $19 or 190, whichever you choose to pay, is either monthly or annual.
It's
Well,
added on
annually,
to.
of course.
It's added on.
So it's 190 plus 190?
What do you, oh. No, what payment what payment?
Okay, I'm
are
going
you
at
paying
the
now?
$190 annual, yada, 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 yada. And down at the bottom, create an AI version of yourself, 190. Is that additional 190 or the same?
Do I share your screen and show us what you're looking at,
Oh,
Glad?
Sure,
create an AI version of yourself.
yes.
It's either 190 for the year or $19 on the monthly plan.
Okay, so that refers to the top, so it's not an additional one. That is
It's
all
not
right.
an additional, that's the Google Doc, so it tells them which one you picked.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, some of the highlights that the AI now AI will do for you is it will do your social media posts for you. It will suggest which ones to do for you. It will give you a chat bot that will appear on your website that will be a mini you that will be able to answer questions 24 hours, 7 days a week for you as much as it knows. It also provides a marketing director where it will suggest content for you and what to do. Mary, what else am I missing? Social
It
media.
will post for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, a different persona. So, on Facebook, it's join me for a cup of coffee. On LinkedIn, join me for an intellectual time, #coffee brewer, #morning coffee. So you can see you didn't use hashtags in Facebook, but you used them in LinkedIn. So it's a different way to show it. And Instagram, look at my pretty coffee. Okay. So that's more of a visual image instead of a little icon.
And
So
it will also monitor what's trending and suggest content for you to post.
This
And-
work on fans only too?
I don't know.
And you can upload your own images, and you can use images that they already have, and the AI can find those as well.
Now, if we have different companies, do we have the same avatar, just to know which one to do?
You're going to have it's going to be the same avatar, but it's going to know which company that team is talking about.
Okay,
Well, that's the other part. It does team stuff and team.
Yes, it will set up the team stuff so your team can just go and grab it and send it out.
okay.
Now, the only ones that Nowsite or communicate with is people that have Nowsite.
No,
Oh, that's good news. Okay.
as
Johnny?
far as what you're posting on social media that the Now site sends out,
Mhm. And can you, if you have some random, if some of the people or some of the people they refer to you as leads, whether they have Nowsite or not, can you send information to them
Yes.
Yeah,
through
absolutely.
Nowsite?
Absolutely.
You could market Nowsite as your number one business. You could market lotions, potions, and other candles,
Mhm.
oil filters, AC repair work,
You can market anything on this system.
Yep.
Literally.
as long as it's legal.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, in some states, some stuff's legal, some states it's not.
Federally, it's all illegal.
Johnny,
Well, the state to take care of that, but okay. Okay, that's good
Johnny?
information.
Yeah,
Johnny?
I do have a question about feeding the AI information. I've asked the AI different things before this rollout comes out. And I'm wondering, like, say for instance, I want the AI to know the Nowsite compensation plan. For like right now, it does not know anything. It's not able to read any of my information as far as
No, you literally have to copy and paste the compensation program, feed it to your AI.
everything has to be copy and pasted in.
You have to, it only, it's like, it doesn't have a glass ball. It doesn't know unless you prompt it or give it directions to go research or find it out.
Right, it can learn it.
It can learn it.
Once you feed it in, it'll learn it.
but also remember, you're not going to want to upload right now the compensation plan
Oh.
for Nowsite until after Thursday,
Right, because it's gonna change.
because the Google plugin is not in your system yet. And the other thing I will say is, because we know something major is coming in, if you're frequently changing a page or doing something to modify one of your landing pages, save, and save again. Do a little work, save it. Do a little work, save it. If you get bounced out because they're working on the system, I don't want you to have spent 3 hours before you hit the save button.
There's going to
Save
be a
save
lot
off.
of there's going to be a lot of modifications on the platform going to happen in the next couple of weeks.
Mhm.
So
Johnny.
it's like basically going through road construction.
Mhm.
Back on the AI's capabilities coming up. Right now, it cannot research the internet. Will that be able to do
Oh,
that?
No,
yes,
no,
it can.
it can now. It does it now because
Oh,
of the
wait a minute.
partnership with Microsoft. Because I actually
If-
asked it to go out and do something and it did it.
If you did not upgrade to ChatGPT 4, then you're correct. If you did not do their last update and get AI mobile, you don't have ChatGPT 4.
I do have the mobile, and I asked it last night, and it said it cannot go out on the internet at all.
I gotta go. I had to go out and grab stuff for me the other day.
Turn it, shut down the system, pull it back up,
I did that.
because
Well, what
I
did,
will say,
if you don't mind me asking, Johnny, what'd you ask him?
I asked it, can you, had something to do with the internet, like looking at something in Facebook. And it said it can't because of privacy laws, blah, blah, blah.
Probably can't because of privacy laws. You probably asked it a question you can't do.
Oh. So what kind of question you recommend I ask it when we're done?
So I have a client, and I asked it to give me a list of I'm not going to mention who it is, but a certain list of nonprofits in 3 states that were involved in this work. And it gave me a complete list of all the nonprofits.
I'll do one bet, I'll top that.
The only
because
way
we
you can
have a
do that
lot-
is if you go on the internet and find it.
we have a lot of insurance agents on this call. It knows what the AHIP examples and exam is. So for those of you who are taking for Medicare, you can ask AHIP questions and it answers.
Okay. Well, I'll try it. See what.
Keep trying it.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
I guess it
Doesn't do
actually
videos
depends
yet?
on,
Wait till after Thursday.
Yeah,
so it depends on how you pose the question, whether or not it's able to go give you an answer.
prompting is everything.
Mm,
If you got some time, go on YouTube and watch a couple of videos. There's a couple really good ones right now on how to prompt Chat GPT to get the most out of it.
mhm. Well, I guess we learning together. We learn AI and AI learning us.
Yep.
Got good teachers too, John.
Yeah, going both directions. Because
Yes,
Yes,
Travis?
Travis.
that syntax is true, because until you learn to speak his language, it's not going to understand yours. It ain't complicated.
Well, and it learns from you, right? The more you use it, the more it understands you and the more you understand it, right? So when it becomes more of you, so to speak. So once it understands more of your personality, then the questions that you ask it, it understands you better. So your questions get better and your answers will get better, if that makes sense.
It does. And you know, that same technology or similar is in these smartphones. 'Cause when I'm talking to mine, it will pre-write what I'm talking about if I can see it.
Yeah, it'll anticipate it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Your phone does it now, right? Your phone,
Yeah, it does.
your computer does it. I have Apple and Mac, and it'll write things before I finish my sentence.
Mhm. And all of that's at AI working, and we just didn't pay it any mind at that time. But it's gaining more and more of our
Some of
attention.
us do because some of us are lazy or efficient, whichever you want to call it.
Efficient.
All can see better than others.
Travis, you had a question.
Yes, what Mary was referring to saving on your website. You're just talking about the save button on the website you're building, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
But interesting, a couple statistics I read yesterday in one of the magazines I read online is that only 1 in 3 people in the US right now have even heard about Chat GPT
For real?
for real.
But
And out of that 1 out of 3, only 10% have started adapting it to their business.
That's crazy.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and this question was asked. The person asked the person who running the podcast, he said, well, is this AI technology going to cause people to lose their job? The guy answered this way. He said, yes and no. He said, the people that learn to use AI will probably maintain their job. And the people that don't learn to use it in their work probably won't. I thought that was a very intelligent answer.
Well, it's just like anything else. It's just another evolution in how we work. And I mean, and Bill Gates, I've said this a couple times, said it best, and now AI really addresses that, is that you have to think of it as your personal assistant.
Mhm.
It's a clone of you. As much as it can learn to be you, it's going to be able to assist you, reduce your workload, and let you put your efforts in places now that are going to be more beneficial to you, either from building brand, building wealth, whatever it happens to be,
Mhm.
your profit margins on the business. It's a matter of retooling again and learning how to use it to get the best benefits out of it. But the same article said that that in 5 years, 50% of the businesses who do not adapt using AI will not be in business
I can believe that.
because they won't be able to compete on an equal playing field with those that are using AI.
Mhm. And we said, that's right, we said the same thing. So that's what this conversation was about.
It's just another tool. It's
That's it.
it's no different. I'm old enough where I remember when we got in the newspapers, when we got IBM Selectrics typewriters. Woo! And then all of a sudden we went to computers and, and through it, and it just, yeah, it just made, when we went from computer to play technology, and we took photography completely out of the newspaper business and went complete digital, and we went to laser engraving and base. Those guys who were we used to call them strippers, the guys who used to strip in all the photos and all that stuff, they didn't lose their jobs. They just learned how to use the new technology.
Mhm. But if they had not learned it, they would have been out the door.
Exactly. And, and we, the only place I saw jobs that were really eliminated in the newspaper business when I was in it was in graphic arts. Because if you have a graphic art station with one graphic artist, they could do the same production work as 5 people in the same day.
Mhm.
So we were able to eliminate 5 bodies because of a computer. But what did those people do? Well, they went on and moved into other areas of the business where they could use those skill sets that they had. So, it's a matter of retraining and doing things. There's nothing constant in this world except change.
That's right.
Yeah,
And you
Right.
need to,
Sometimes jobs are eliminated, but sometimes other opportunities are created.
well, what are they talking about all the time? The kids that are born today, 50% of the jobs they'll do in 20 years aren't even existing yet.
Right. My 17-year-old daughter actually is considering changing her major based on AI.
It might be a smart move.
Yeah, she's actually already using it in school.
Mhm.
So she's already adapted to it and using it, creating, documents and, things that she's doing. I'm like, don't be using it for, creating, doing your work and stuff. But I mean, she's using it as a tool for school. So she's already deciding on changing her major based on using AI.
Mhm.
And that put her in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Just a matter of
Well,
time before it be a
she's
course in the
gonna eliminate-
universities.
Yeah, she's probably going to eliminate 3 years of school, graduate 3 years earlier, and making about $20,000 more popping right out of school.
let's save you that much college.
Yeah, well, saving mom and dad that much, which is great. I'm all for that. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Do that.
The
You know,
Marine Corps is
what-
giving
what-
you scholarships.
In this article, it also said just what you're saying. It put the impotence back on those hands-on skills.
Yep.
So, like sheet metal mechanics, electricians, AC technicians, aircraft mechanics, assemblers. AI can direct a robot to do that, but it can't fix itself. If the
Right.
robot buys, it can't fix itself.
Right.
Somebody's got to be there to fix the robot. Somebody has to be there to teach the robot what to do.
Yep.
There's
Well,
always other different places that you can go ahead and find different occupations. So those
Yeah.
people, although I did see a thing the other day, as I was watching, I showed it. I told my wife about it because there's this machine now that uses AI that actually paints fingernails.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yep. They have them in Japan and a lot of the Asian companies where, well, they have a lot of technology there that we don't have here, where you can go in. A lot of the stores and stuff are all run by computer. They have train stations, they have hotels. A lot of their areas are like, if you go into hotels, they're all pods and things like that. They're all run by computers.
And I think,
So
what did it say? What did it say? She put her hand in the machine and it took what?
Uh,
5 minutes to do her nails?
Yep.
I
That's
got
it.
it. I got out of the industry at the right time.
They were her nails
I
were
used to have
perfect.
my own nail business in Chicago, doing nail art, specializing in nail art.
Well,
You
this
would've
was
been
this was
top,
just painting
would've-
nails. It wasn't doing like putting diamonds in it and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But I can see where that would be very easy to program into this.
Oh, yeah.
It would affect at least half of the business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would have owned one, like Blockbuster, where you would have owned the video machines, the stall, the little stalls,
Rewinders.
right? Exactly.
I'm
Or
happy you're getting out of it though, because it's hard as an artist. Like the AI really is, I don't mind the AI for the automation of the writing it's helping us with and things of that nature. But like right now, for example, the whole SAG-AFTRA strike and stuff like that, like I'm not for AI when it comes to replacing people,
Mhm.
images, things like that. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like I like it for some marketing purposes, but I'm kind of split on it.
well,
Yeah,
there's an
Because there's
I'm
just
not-
certain things like you can't replace a human for, and that's exactly what it's going to do.
there's an artistic to it,
Well,
right?
it's gonna be like the college football players, right?
Right.
Yeah, so if you're a movie star or an actor, you should have the ability to license your likeness.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
if
why
any-
I'm with like
Yeah,
actors
and
now.
if
Like,
any-
don't take
and
my
if anybody-
image.
Yeah, if anybody uses your likeness, as long as they pay your royalty.
Right.
Right.
I think they have that already, Steve.
Yeah. That I'm for.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
totally. Well, my daughter's going into the medical field, but she was going to be a veterinarian, but she found something in the medical field that actually it's still in the medical field, but it's not a veterinarian. But again, like in our area, in the Clear Lake area, they're building up the medical area. They're going to kind of have like a mini, medical center here. Well, it's not even going to be a medical, it's a medical center. And so this area, she'll actually be able to make the same salary that she will downtown in this area. And we're 23% lower than we should be. So like if you do the research, she'll actually be able to make the same amount of money that she would hauling her butt downtown in the next 10 years. So it's a good industry. So I mean, if kids are smart, if they do a little bit of research, they can actually, especially if they're a teenager, they'll actually be able to do very well financially in this area without, doing the hour drive.
The cool thing would be to just leverage it so that it's kind of a little bit of it all to hybrid. It works for the good and but also kind of letting us have some, I guess, unique footprint. Like I keep thinking of the artistic side.
Yeah. Well,
But there'll be opportunity to leverage it.
because she wants to help people. Like that's her goal. Like either it's animal people, what like she volunteers at the shelter right now, because she likes to. I like to serve people. That's kind of my thing, and she's wired like me. So that's her give back. Is service. She also works at the food pantry. Like we all do that kind of stuff together. So that is what she's wired to do. But it'll also allow her to make a good living while she serves people. So
And stay
it's
current.
kind of the best
Here's one of the
worlds.
time savers that I read about, which was really cool. So when your doctor's with you and has that little tablet that he does everything on, or she
Mhm.
does, that it will listen to a whole conversation between you and your physician. And sometimes your physician gets distracted and
Mhm.
doesn't hear what you have to say.
Mhm.
It will come back and the doctor can ask the AI on the other side to review what was discussed and and what was your synopsis of what happened.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And so it can recommend treatment plans. It can do all kinds. So when doctors they said in the article, 30% of their time is doing note transcription.
Yeah, I believe that.
It will take that away.
That's cool.
And it'll also automatically build reminders in, like, it'll come up in the morning and say, you told this patient to come back and see you in 3 months. They have not made an appointment yet.
Mhm.
Would you like me to reach out and remind them to make an appointment?
That's cool.
So there's a lot of really cool applications and research applications as well. I don't know if you saw the article the other day about they used AI. They knew there was a protein that caused metastasization of cancer, but they couldn't identify it. So they fed all the research data for the last 20 years on that protein stuff like that. And the AI came back with 2 of them that were the likely culprits.
Oh, that's cool.
And then now they're looking at and they identified the one. So now they should be able to build a drug that will block it from replicating so it doesn't go any farther.
Super cool.
So I mean, we're on, it's like, this is like as revolutionary as when they invented the steam engine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about, we went from oars and sails, and taking weeks to get across the Atlantic to now you can get across a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
This is that revolutionary.
Then to do it in a couple, then to do it in a couple hours or several hours. Well,
Yep.
things are
So-
changing at an ever increasing rate. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
Very cool.
Okay, well, we're almost up at the top of the hour. And want to make sure everybody has their questions answered for this week. Otherwise, we will see you back next Friday at our same time. Same
Regular time.
place.
Yes, the regular time. And we want to, again, we didn't mention as much today, but all you guys out there on YouTube channel watching us, thank you. Hope you found this discussion helpful. There's a lot to keep up with. If you're like me, a lot of these things I'm going back and I'm watching a little bit and then I'm rewinding and watching, rewinding, making notes and catching stuff myself. Hopefully there'll be a time I'll be able to take one of these things like this, dump it into my AI and tell my AI to give me bullet points. And a lot of those things, I know a lot of you guys use Otter and stuff like that, which does a pretty good job of doing that, which is AI.
Mhm.
And doing
I'm
that.
waiting for it to do my taxes.
Hey, it can do your taxes. If you feed in the information, it can do your taxes.
Well, I need to do that then because I hate to do my taxes. I know that's your thing, Steve, but it's definitely not mine.
Well, just to share with you, it's kind of interesting. I got a letter from the IRS last week, and I was sure I was going to get audited. So I opened up, it's like this real official letter and everything else. And it says to you, and it goes over my 2022 tax return and goes, after reviewing your 2022 return and everything else, we would like you to reduce your quarterly payments by this.
Oh, wow. That's great. That never happened.
They were telling me to keep my money.
And you should have led with that, Steve. You buried that one.
Terrifying when you get that letter.
I told Debbie, I said, I need to frame this letter. It's the only
I know.
positive thing I've ever heard from the IRS.
Right. Yeah. I've only been audited one time, thank God, and we were good. But that's terrifying when you get a letter from.
Well, okay. Well, this has been the first meeting of August, and today is the 4th of August, 2023. We'd like to thank you for joining us today. Again, as always, if you enjoy out there what you're hearing, share the love and share our channel on YouTube. Get people to subscribe and like us so you can get notifications. So when I post this video a little bit later today, you'll get a little ding saying that, hey, you got a new video to watch from us. And Mary, thanks for the great work this week. That was a lot to cover. As usual, you did a great job covering all that stuff. And again, we're here to help you because we do care. And if you guys need help with anything, reach out to us. I'll be more than happy to help you. And if you're out there in video land and we refer to as a Nowsite orphan, somebody who signed you up for Nowsite but said, good luck and hope you enjoy the platform. Come on, reach out to us. We'll help and try and get you started and get you pushed in the right direction and do this. Mary and I also are going to be working on probably sometime in September where we're going to do a webinar, be about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we're just going to go ahead and open it up to everybody and go through and maybe have a couple different presenters on different things to actually do a workshop and show you how to use all the new stuff and do all those things. So hopefully then stay tuned for that and you can enjoy that in September because we're hoping that they'll be done at least
No,
slowed down. steady, slow down
steady.
enough of everything on the Nowsite platform that we can get our heads wrapped around it and help you understand it as well. So I'm looking forward to August 10th. I'm looking forward to Now AI and learning how to use it to promote my business and to help my clients promote their business. So stay tuned for that stuff. Mary, any last words?
I don't have anything left, so have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Friday.
And we're going to go to the meeting after the meeting. So that's something you miss if you're not live. See y'all later. Bye-bye.